Hmm?
Did you meet all your friends? Want to talk to you. What's this all of a sudden?
The day you first came to town?
Oh, this is it. Okay, I think I found it.
Let's see. We were the first ones to greet you, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Did we stop somewhere on the way home?
A gas station.
I'm pretty sure Nanako and I left home that afternoon, picked you up, and came straight back. Now that I think back to that night, I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much. And the very next day, those strange murders started.
Did you really not remember the going to the gas station and Nanako having to use the restroom? How am I the only one that remembers that?
Sheesh. Lots happened since then. It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
Hey, big bro. On the first day, didn't we stop at that place?
Yeah, Nanako remembers.
The gas station. I used the bathroom there. When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant. Yeah, when I first met you, I remember the gas attendant because he was weird.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh? Yeah, I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I didn't remember seeing him much before, so he stuck in my mind. But I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Yeah, come to think of it, I never saw that guy again.
It wasn't really that the attendant looked weird, but after you talked to him, you looked sick, big bro.
I wonder who's behind all this. It was the gas attendant this whole time! What a plot twist! The very first person we talked to.
Don't you remember? I asked you on the way home. Are you car sick?
It's just like this. It's so weird how like they literally like are going back to that. Oh man.
You said you were okay, but that attendant, he was just a little scary for some reason.
Well, I didn't know about that. But honestly, I'm surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce. So, why are you looking for the person you met first? Is something going on with that attendant? Do you know him?
Perhaps.
I see. Well, just remember that you leave tomorrow. I don't know what you're up to, but you should come back home early.
Dojima's trying to screw me over too. He's trying to make sure I don't get the true ending. Screw you, Dojima. I want that true ending. The viewers want the true ending. Everyone wants the true ending.
There are some dark clouds on the horizon. We might get some rain soon.
I understand.
Okay.
The first place you stopped when you came to town was the gas station. Maybe this is something will jog your memory. The gas station. Start this game, you... Who knew that Are You Car Sick would lead to the actual catalyst behind the whole plot and the whole conflict? Oh man, it's just like so funny. It's so funny, but it's just like so weird how they go back to that. Do I have to talk to this? Go to Junes. Maybe get the group together. Excuse me? I just tried going to the shopping district, nothing happened. Talk to this girl, maybe? Gas station attendant. I've only seen an older man and an older woman working there. I have to talk to people about the gas station. What's up? No, you're the same. Oh, dude, I hate doing this. This is when Persona 4 is at its least fun. When I first met you, wasn't it here? Yeah, I talked to you already. Something wrong? No. People say the same stuff. Someone is gonna get me the dialogue for the gas station, and I gotta go there and find this darn attendant. And stream's gonna be a lot longer than I wanted. So now do I go to GNS? No, because I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Yo, gas attendant, you here? Pseudo gas attendant, whatever. Oh man, I love with this game. I love when it does this. I doubt home is what I need. Velvet room? Maybe the velvet room is where I have to go?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
Yes, I need to know if there's a mysterious dude who acts as a gas attendant anywhere.
Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied?
Yeah, I just said that.
What may that be? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
Wow, that's a lot.
Ah, this is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well. That is a crystal of power which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Orb of Sight.
Hey, I remembered something about myself. I was born a long, long time ago. I was the unconscious wish shared by people's minds. To protect the world of man, walk the path of man, fulfill the wish of the world. That was my role. But people changed. People stopped wishing for truth in life. Or maybe they just stopped paying attention. Eventually, the me that wanted to protect humanity and the me that wanted to fulfill humanity's wish couldn't stay as one. The desires of man had no bounds, and one day, my other half became its own existence, much larger than myself. I was left behind, with no power or memories. I became a tiny fragment, incapable of even clearing the fog without giving my own life to do so. Kusumi no Okami. The rest, you already know. Without my powers, I became a tool, manipulated by the other me. You already know, huh? The cause of it all. The one who created the Midnight Channel and gave you the power to enter the TV. The real puppet master, who tried to fill both worlds with fog, using me and the Sagiri. If you don't defeat her, the world will never be truly clear of that fog. Go. Follow what you believe in. The truth is right in front of you.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
Alright. Figuring out to go to the Velvet Room. I can see why you'd want to go to the Velvet Room. It makes sense, but still. It began raining. Oh, I guess that means the guy is here. The attendant. Game should put an exclamation mark over the NPC to advance the story. Yeah, it should. It really should. I get what they were going for. Like, you know, murder mystery. You want to, like, they want you to, like, investigate and stuff. But from a gameplay perspective, it's very annoying to talk to NPCs every single time. They have you do it so many times. This is like an 80-hour RPG, and they have you do it like at least 10 plus times. It's really annoying. Oh, would you look who it is? The catalyst for this whole journey. Hi there, do you need something? Yep. First, what are you talking about? Ah, this is about the part-time job. Sorry, we don't have an opening yet. Ah, the serial murder suspect. A real tragedy, wasn't it? But the case was solved, right? Thank goodness. Well, that's a weird question to ask. I don't know if it was right here, but I have met them before. I've been in this town for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. But it's not like I knew them personally. You got nothing else? Do you mind leaving me alone? Hey, I asked you to leave me alone. Did you miss that? Huh? To those two? Ah, that's right, I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. I greeted them saying welcome to Inaba. That's all. Saying welcome to Inaba is what gives you the power to go into the TV. But that's all, just that. What about it? What I do to you, don't you remember? I met you here when you first came to town, did the same thing as what I did to those two. I greeted you, that's all, remember? We talked for a couple of minutes. Mind if I ask you something? Why all these questions? Is there something that's bothering you about the time when we first met? Amazing. You've reached me at last. Let's drop this charade. To be quite honest, I was waiting for you to come. Adachi, Namatame, and you. It is I who awakened that power within you three. The ones who have potential. But having said that, I am rather surprised.
You really are troublesome. Not only did you defeat the two Sagiri I snuck into Adachi and Namatame, but you even saved that stunted dwarf of a life.
I do like that they give the attendant a portrait now, because obviously if they give this portrait earlier, they do well at hiding it, you know, like just making him seem like a normal gas attendant, and it turns out this is like the root of all evil. I don't got like a bunch of problems with it. It's just, it's more hilarious than it is like bad. Obviously seeing this portrait would be a dead giveaway. Kind of like Ganabelt from Tales of Arise. I forgot his, what was his name when he was undercover, though? I don't remember his name. He was part of, like, the resistance in Sisloden. The guy who was actually Ganabelt. You all know who I'm talking about if you play Tales of Arise.
It's such a foolish thing. What good is saving her life? She is but rubbish, suitable only for getting rid of that pointless fog. Don't tell me she was still carrying that around. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about that bamboo comb you have on you. Yes, I know. After all, it is a symbol of separation, which is why I gave it to her as we parted ways.
It's also a big part of Tales of Berseria's plot. It has a lot of symbolism. You remember that Kanji's mother mentioned that when you visited Tatsumi Textiles with Marie? It's an old belief that combs have to... Oh, right, that is something they
How
mentioned.
Foolish. That comb was a curse. And to think she treasured it all this time. She must have been desperate for something to cling to. There's a limit to how irresponsible you can get.
What happens in the original when Marie's not in? Like, how is this different? I have to see, because, like, this is in the original game, I'm sure, right? This is the final dungeon of the original game. They just don't have the Hollow Forest. How does that work if you just don't have Marie? Like, this is why I'm imagining. I can't imagine how this would change in the original without Marie. I've only played Golden.
And what are you going to do about it? The last battle wasn't enough for you. You certainly have the powers I was expecting. I saw the potential you had within you.
Because I'm a main character.
Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this.
Oh, yeah.
Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
You felt an extreme dizziness.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for?
To end everything.
The fog has lifted, and you still are not content? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal.
I am Izanami. Amino Sagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago. You awakened to a power I had not imagined. You defeated the two Sagiri and the one fragment born from me. And now here you stand, face to face with me. I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
The one you encounter was the entity behind everything. Her name is Izanami. You can hear your friends echo in the distance, or voices in the distance, rather.
Hey, are you alright? Who was that you were just talking to? Did she just disappear? Wait, don't tell me.
You told your gathered friends what happened between you and the gas station attendant?
So, it wasn't over after all.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world? If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
Oh, okay. The others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time. All right, then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Juness.
Man, I was way off. We're 3 hours in stream and we're not even in the final dungeon. I was way off with how long this would take. I said 3 to 4 hours, but we're not even in the final dungeon yet. We're going now, but like, you know.
All right!
Alright, this is finally it. So many things happened until now, but now we'll beat this Izanami and put an end to it. Right? Yeah, but since we were spread out all over town until a moment ago, let's go over what happened. This is the last measure that must be taken. We need to make sure that we end this properly. Let's do it.
Let's go.
I hope there's no mini-bosses, but there probably is going to be at least one or two.